Before we start, I want you to answer one question. How many times have you replayed the same conversation in your head today? Maybe it happened 5 hours ago, maybe 5 years ago, but your brain still refuses to let it go. You keep wondering, did I say something wrong? What did they really mean? What if I made a mistake? And while everyone else seems to move on, your mind stays trapped in a courtroom, reviewing the same evidence again and again. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Overthinking is not a weakness. It is one of the most misunderstood psychological traits in the world. Your brain was never designed to make you happy. It was designed to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, the humans who constantly scanned for danger were the ones who survived. The people who noticed every sound in the bushes, every strange movement, they stayed alive. And today, that ancient survival system is still living inside your skull. Except now, the lion is not outside your cave. The lion is a text message, a facial expression, an unanswered phone call, a social interaction, a memory. Your brain is still scanning for threats, but the threats have changed. Psychologists call this process rumination, not reflection, rumination. And there is a huge difference. Reflection sounds like this: something happened. What can I learn? Rumination sounds like this: something happened. Let me replay it 500 times. Reflection leads to understanding. Rumination leads to exhaustion. The scary part, most people don't realize they're doing it because thinking feels productive. Your brain convinces you that if you keep analyzing, you'll find the perfect answer. Imagine sitting in a rocking chair, moving constantly, burning energy, but going nowhere. That is overthinking. But often, you are just running in circles. Brain scans show overthinkers have a highly active default mode network. Think of it like your brain's background operating system, always running. Whenever you stop focusing on the outside world, this network switches on, replaying memories, imagining the future, analyzing social situations, creating stories, running simulations. For chronic overthinkers, the system never really powers off. It is like leaving 30 browser tabs open. 24 hours a day, no wonder you are exhausted. But why do some people overthink far more than others? The answer begins much earlier than you think. Imagine growing up in an environment where you never knew what was going to happen next. Maybe mistakes were criticized harshly. Maybe you constantly felt judged. Your young brain learned an important lesson: stay alert, think ahead, prepare for everything. Because preparation felt safer than uncertainty. Years later, you have become an adult. But the software is still running. Your brain keeps searching for danger, even when danger no longer exists. Your brain keeps searching for danger, even when danger no longer exists. And here is the paradox. Many overthinkers are incredibly intelligent. They are often highly empathetic. They notice details others miss. They understand emotions deeply. They can read a room in seconds, but that same gift becomes a curse. Because if you can see 10 possibilities, your brain wants to analyze all 10. And eventually, you become overwhelmed by possibilities. This is why some of the smartest people you know are also the most mentally exhausted. There is another psychological trap almost nobody talks about: the illusion of control. Deep down, many overthinkers secretly believe if I think hard enough, I can prevent bad things. But life doesn't work that way. No amount of analysis can guarantee certainty. No amount of worrying can eliminate risk. No amount of preparation can control every outcome. And that is where suffering begins, because overthinking is an attempt to achieve something impossible: total certainty. So how do you stop? Not by fighting your thoughts. The harder you suppress, the stronger it becomes. Psychologists proved this. Participants were told, don't think about a white bear. Guess what happened? They thought about white bears constantly. The brain doesn't respond well to suppression. Instead, the goal is observation. Notice the thought without becoming the thought. Instead of saying, I'm a failure, say, I am having the thought that I am a failure. One statement becomes your identity. The other becomes an observation. That tiny shift changes everything. And that tiny shift changes everything. Because here is the truth: you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness observing them. Thoughts come, thoughts go, but awareness remains. The moment you stop treating every thought like an emergency, your mind starts to relax. Not instantly, not overnight, but gradually the noise loses its power. The noise loses its power. If you have watched this far, I want you to remember one thing. Your overthinking is not proof that you are broken. It is proof that your mind learned to protect you. Maybe a little too well. The goal is not to become someone who never thinks deeply. The world needs thoughtful people. The goal is to stop treating every thought as a command. To stop fighting your own mind and start understanding it. Peace comes from realizing and you don't have to believe every single one of them. And that realization might be the most freeing thing you will ever learn.